What is something you enjoyed as a kid, but hate as an adult? Receiving a letter. Now it's just bill, taxes, trash. Spinning in a circle until I'm so dizzy I fall down. Super fun as a child. Great way to feel terrible and possibly get a concussion now. Sadly, the holiday season. I now see why my parents seemed exasperated when I complained when decorations weren't up post-Thanksgiving, or why they seemed so much more stressed than I ever even considered being. School would end. I would get to chill, and it was the holidays and was so magical. Now I get it. With a job that doesn't stop for the holidays. It sneaks up on you and you barely get time as an adult to process all the activities before it's like December 23rd and it's all flown by. I can never seem to find time to do my Christmas shopping or decorating. The holidays completely stress me out now, and as a kid I thought it was the best time of the year. Getting older. Having no job. Most of the movies I liked when I was a kid don't hold up as an adult. I've stopped revisiting them so I don't spoil the good memories. Jumping down 3 to 4 steps at a time. My knees won't put up with that nonsense now. My birthday. It's not that I hate it. It's just that I don't care about it anymore. Being outside when it's cold. When I was little, I could play outside in the snow for hours and not even be the faintest bit of cold. Now I can't even stand being outside during winter for a few minutes. Talking about politics. It used to make me feel smart and grown up. Now I just get angry and exhausted. Certain 80s sitcoms. Tried watching the original Full House again and just couldn't get past 10 minutes of it. Going to the mall. I used to like browsing stores. But now I just want to get what I need and go. Staying up all night. As a kid, it was a badge of honor staying up all night long. Going to bed after the sunrise. Now means that I've worked too much. Moving house. I loved packing. Choosing a new room. Exploring a new neighborhood. I'd moved 20 times by the time I turned 18. I'm moving out of my first flat now. And it is the worst. Mom never warned me about the billion calls and contracts and credit scores and references and moving companies and just the general stress of moving out. I hate it. It's the worst. Lunchables. I always told my parents to get me some after seeing the commercials. Looking at it now, who TF actually thinks this is a decent lunch? It's an overpriced box of cheese and crackers and a Capri Sun. Vienna sausages. My brother and I used to wrestle and fight over who would get the last can. Hadn't had them in ages and was telling my kid about them. So I thought I'd get a can for old time's sake. Could not even choke them down. They are so gross to me now. Exercise just by playing. I'd skip, pogo, cycle, run around the park, scooter, everything. I just twitched my ankle on the sofa and had a shockwave of pain through my knee like the bones had ground together. I got up to pee last night and my leg just gave way. I miss the energy of childhood. Christmas. As a kid it was time off school, presents, and seeing my family. As an adult I'm lucky if I get both days off. I stress about finding the right gift for everyone. And I have to see my family. Thinking about the future. When I was a kid I imagined in the future. I'd be rich and do crazy science stuff like turning the sky green. I thought I'd have a cool job and sports cars and a mansion in Beverly Hills. Thanks Weezer. Now when I think about the future, I wonder what the hell to do if I lose my job. About my parents getting old and to a lesser degree. Will I have enough saved to live off in retirement? Ravioli in a can. Don't get me wrong. I love ravioli. Just not canned. Getting sweaty in public. I didn't give a shit when I was a kid. Now it annoys the hell out of me. Getting out of the house. Running. I used to race my brother everywhere. Just for fun. Now, I'm definitely not running for that bus I could easily catch. I'd rather sit around and wait 30 to 120 minutes for the next one. Roller coasters. While I never liked the big ones, I like the small ones okay. But being almost 40 and riding them makes me feel like I might die afterwards. Finding bugs in my house. The idea of being an adult lol. Having only $20. Shopping. It's not as fun when it's your hard-earned money being spent on stuff you know you don't need. Playing with Barbie dolls. I stopped around the time I was 10. Moved on to virtual dolls like The Sims. When I was around 21, I tried to reconnect with my childhood and picked up a few Barbie dolls to play with. Felt extremely awkward so I stopped. Lol. Staying home on a sick day. As a kid it was a huge victory. Got to stay in bed all day, watch TV, and having a parent tend to your every need. Then as an adult you're just thinking about the work you're gonna have to make up for and how you hope you don't need to go to a doctor. This post just reminds me of this quote from The Office. I wish there was a way to know you were in the good old days before you actually left them. Andy. I enjoyed life as a kid. Not a worry in the world. Now as an adult the stresses of life have me stressed. I'm not an adult but I could be on the swings for hours when I was younger. Now I can barely be there 30 seconds. Going outside during the summer, fuck the heat. Fuck bugs. Fuck humidity. Fuck bugs. Fuck hot ass wind. Fuck bugs. Fuck direct skin burning sunlight with hot ass wind. And fuck bugs. Being tickled. As a kid I would beg people to tickle me. Now, if you tickle me you may get punched. Unintentionally. Yoo-hoo. I drank it all the time but I couldn't imagine having a glass of that right now. Driving. I long for the days when I never had to drive anywhere. My dad. Edit. Thanks for the gold. Playing video games with strangers online. People are so angry and they're constantly screaming and getting sad because they lost. These are grown men throwing temper tantrums. It makes me feel embarrassed to be playing with them. Swimming. I hate it now. Kids splashing you in the face and asking you throw them in the water and climbing on you like a jungle gym. It's way more fun to be the kid in the pool than the parent. Travel. As a kid it was all vacation. As an adult it's almost all work. Making messes. Aging. Snow. Time. I'm 19 now. And I remember how fast time seems to go by compared to when I was 11 or 12. I can't imagine how it's gonna be when all 30 or 40. I'm genuinely scared. Every day. I think just about every cereal and snack food I loved as a kid would taste excessively sugary to me now. Being around people in social settings. Socializing. Interacting with other people. As a kid and a teenager I was a social butterfly. Always wanted to meet new people and make friends. I'm now 37 and it seems that I'm no longer fit for human interaction. Making out with 14-year-olds. Chuck E. Cheese. Fuck that mouse and his mini Vegas casino of BS. Pizza sucks ass too. Adults online who were really into me. SpaghettiOs. Shudder. Edit. Added link for non-US Redditors. Being awake. I never wanted to sleep as a kid. Now all I want to do is sleep. Being clever. Because I peaked at age 8 and then got more and more mediocre. Getting into a smart school is great until you go and suddenly you're not as big a fish as you thought. I can't look at books or study anymore without feeling a bit sick. Living. Getting up early. Birthdays. Pop music. Still not sure whether it was better back then, 80s, or I just associate 80s pop with happy memories. And current pop with the dumpster fire the world is now. Pools. I hate the before going into the pool and getting out of the pool fiasco. To be honest though, I always hated it, but as an adult, the value isn't there for a fair trade-off. Getting hair in new places, and my balls dropping. Answering the phone. I remember running to get it. Now I practically run away when it rings. Marshmallows. Cotton candy. Bletch. Sunny Delight. Viennetta. I loved it as a kid. Now, I hate it. Because it's unobtainable in my area of the United States. Daddy needs another hit. Responsibility. When I was a kid teen all I wanted was to in charge of things, to have a paper route. My own alarm clock. To do things all by myself. Now I just want someone else to take over for. Like, a week. Just give me a week off from responsibilities. Please. A week where I don't have to wake up at a certain time. Pay a bill. Reply to an email. Worry about something. Talk to others like a functioning adult. Even on vacation. I'm always in charge still. Snow days. Lots of fun as a kid. No school. As an adult, snow shoveling is the worst. If there is a hell, it's not fiery. It's frozen. The thought of getting older. Life. Playing ponies with my 4-year-old. My 8-year-old self would be in heaven. My 38-year-old self trying to gallop around a field is a lesson in suffering. Please go away COVID-19, my child needs friends. Tyson chicken nuggets. Edit. Yo, how the fuck my most up votes came from chicken nuggets. Thanks. For a reason, I really liked airplane food until I was 12. Now every time I smell it on an airplane I want to vomit. Carnival rides. As a kid I absolutely loved going rides at the yearly county fair, the faster, the better, and especially the zipper. What a rush. A couple of years ago my husband and I decided to go on a newfangled ride that spun you all over the place and the arm with your seat would raise you up and down and all over the place. Let me tell you. That shit hits different when you're in your mid-30s. We both felt nauseous and ended up giving our remaining ride tickets to some kids. Milk chocolate. Now I only like dark chocolate. Birthdays. Kool-Aid. I used to drink that by the gallon and now I cannot stand the stuff. Far too sweet. I call them candy cereals, Lucky Charms, Sugar Smacks, etc. Gimme some Raisin Bran. Being alive. Like seriously. As a kid the world was an amazing place full of adventure and new things and endless possibilities. Now I feel like I'm just waiting to die. Nothing about life is appealing anymore. Especially in 2020. Edit. Thank you for the hug. Hugs to you as well. And thank you for the energy award. Hope you're well. Ketchup. Christmas. Waking up early. Like for Saturday morning cartoons. Sugar. Christmas. I cannot stand it anymore and would rather not be near family.